Right then, champions, I've been challenged to do a That's What I Reckon episode. So today we're going to be making a pasta bake, which is nice and easy, which is all I can pretty much fucking handle. For all you cooking purists out there that can already cook, chefs, whatever, this ain't for you, so fuck off. Leave the packet sauce alone, we're going to make our own today. Right, let's get cracking. Right, what you will need for this recipe is simple. Chorizo, bacon, butter, cheese, chicken, pasta, tomatoes, rosemary, garlic, peppers and onions. That's it. Couple of other things you're going to need, champions, which I totally forgot to mention. Some salt and pepper, some stock, whatever you can get your hands on, and some red wine. Have yourself a glug while you're at it. Right, first things first, champions. What are you going to do? Take a pan, fill it with fucking water, put some pasta in it. Water, pasta. If you think you've done enough, you're wrong. If you think you've done too much, you're still fucking wrong. Once you've got your pasta in, take some pepper, because I haven't got a fancy fucking shaker. Just bang it in there. Bit of salt. It's the only salt I fucking got. Doesn't matter how much you put in. Right, you got your pasta in, give it a fucking stir so it doesn't stick to the pan. And how long do you want to cook it for? I don't fucking know, until it's basically a little bit softer. When your pasta is finished, what you're going to do is take a strainer or whatever the fuck this is and drain it off. And what ideally you want is for the pasta to be moist and soft, but not like falling apart, because like that's no fucking good to anyone. And then when it's drained, chuck it in a bowl. Simple. Leave it alone. Right then, champions, next step, take some olive oil, a large pan, bang her in there, just a drizzle will do you. Whack on the heat, get it nice and hot, and then take your onions and put them in, and you're going to cook them through till they start getting a bit clear on a medium heat. The next step is to bang the garlic in, so you just fucking throw that in there. The rosemary's going in there as well because it's on the same fucking plate. Right, give that a whoosh round, let the flavours release for about 30 seconds, or I don't know, a minute. And then what you're going to do, take the red wine I mentioned earlier. Yes, it's a chicken dish, but I don't care, I like red. Push that round. Take the chicken, bang that in to seal it off. And any other meat that you are including in the recipe, just because, well, stuff it why not. Oh, and don't stint yourselves, champions, have a fucking drink. Not bad. Now at this point I'll be throwing in a bit of homemade tomato sauce. So just fucking get it all in there. And just give it a whoosh around. If you've got any chicken stock or anything like that you're going to use, now's a good time. Do a couple of dollops And you're going to want to get 1 cup of water, or half a cup, whatever. Throw that in there as well. I should have probably used the water from the pasta, but hey, fuck it. And that smells fantastic. Basically, champions, you're going to want to reduce it down for a little while until it looks a little bit like that. And then basically, chuck your pasta in, chuck some mozzarella cheese in, stir it up a little bit, grease up a pan and throw it in there. Right then, you should have something that looks a little bit like that. The tomatoes you haven't used yet, bang them in. Doesn't matter, right? And then basically just chuck it in a baking dish and throw it in the oven. Right then, champions, this is the finished product in a baking dish. All you need to do now is just cover it in cheese, throw it in the oven at like, I don't know, 1080 for like 40 minutes with a shitload of cheese on top. And if you thought you've put enough cheese on top, like I said at the start, you haven't, right? So just bang it on there. Get plenty on top. It should look a lot thicker than what I've got here, I reckon. So, then champions, that should be what you're left with. Absolutely covered in cheese, no gaps, nobody likes burnt pasta. So, whack it in the oven, 180 degrees, 40 minutes.